when I was around 4 years back, when I was not selling the projects in Goa, there was a myth which was there in the people around that, a non-Goan cannot buy a piece of land in Goa, which is a myth. There are certain rules and regulations which are there for non-Goans to be able to own a land. The land which is in settlement zone and which has a mutation document called Sanad land, which is like a 813 document of Delhi, or different states have different names for the mutation document. People who wants to own a land in Goa who are non-Goans can do that in settlement zone with Sanad land. Okay. Now, as I said that, when we talk about Goa, we all want a piece of land near the sea. Okay. So, if I talk about how rare this is, there's only 0.007% of Goan land people can buy, which is within 500 meters range from the sea in Goa for non-Goans. If I talk in absolute numbers, only 64 acres of land is possible to be bought by a non-Goan within 500 meters of the range of sea in Goa. Out of that 64 acres, 23 acres is owned by us, the house of ABHINANDAN LODHA. That is that rare. And that project also, this project was launched around 4 months back. So we have sold around 80% of those plots which are there. So that is the rare opportunity we are talking about. So as I said, a rare find, a rare opportunity for chosen few. Now the kind of clients who have bought a piece of land in this particular project are the esteemed CEOs and the MDs of Fortune 500 companies, people who are staying in Greater Kailash, Magnolias and Camellias of Gurgaon and Delhi. Okay, so these are the client of base who are there. So it is also said that, people like-minded people. So these are going to be the neighbors if we talk about the chosen few, which the people who have bought a land with us. Next. Next. Yeah. So this what you see on the screen is the coastline of Goa. Number one, what you see is basically a North Goa coastline, which is a party trail of Goa, saturated and commercialized market already. Number two, what you see is a Panjim area, which is a central Goa, a capital of Goa, which does not offer much of the coastline. Number four, what you see is South Goa, which entire coastline is occupied by the five-star hotels like Lalit's and the Marriott's of the world and the Taj. And number five, what you see is down south, which is a rocky terrain. Okay, so where there are a lot of adventure sports and a lot of other things like waterfalls, etc., trekking. So that leaves us with only number three, which is a Vasco area, the starting of South Goa, which we are calling it as prime central Goa. Why do we call it central Goa? Because it is the center of north and south on the coastline. That is the only place where you can construct your villa near the South Goa, right, in the Goa. Next. Now, any destination is good for staying if the important parameters or important locations of that city are within the reach of us while traveling. So this project is just 7 minutes away from Dabolim International Airport, 3.8 kilometers to be precise. It is also the nearest beaches which are there are Velsao Beach and Bogmalo Beach, which are 10 minutes driving distance. And then all your party destinations like Panjim for casinos or Bagas are within 1 hour driving distance. Okay, next. Now, when we are talking about buying a land, we are trying to invest into a land, we need to understand what is the infra happening there. So, there is a new Bombay-Goa highway which is getting ready. Okay, so Bombay to Goa, if someone wants to travel by road, it takes 12 and a half to 15 hours today. But with the 6-lane road getting ready, which should be ready in the next few months, it was supposed to be ready by January, and I'm hoping that it should be ready before elections at least. This travel from Bombay to Goa will be within 4.5 to 5 hours at this time. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of influx from people traveling by road from Bombay to Goa as well. Then there are 2 more bridges which has come up, which has reduced the travel from airport and North Goa to South Goa travel. The bottlenecks have been reduced. Some bridges have been opened up recently. Also, Government of India is working a lot on waterways transportation. I'm sure a lot of you must have heard of it. In 2020, it was started in Gujarat first. Today, if someone has to travel from Bombay to Alibag, it takes 3 hours by road, but by waterways just 15 minutes. That is how the way it has been working. So they are also planning a waterway taxis services from Vasco to Panjim, which will be 25 minutes travel time. Okay. So this is the infra which is coming up in the vicinity of the place which we are into. Next. Now, as I discussed briefly in the beginning as well, This is the process of a land buying for non-Goans in Goa. It is a very cumbersome process where you have to search the land first, you have to find the settlement zone, then you have to deal with 19 plus authorities which are there to find out whether that land is clear or not for your own use. Basically, Portuguese laws are still applicable in Goa. You are supposed to check church burial grounds to understand that, if you are able to use that land for yourself or not. Now, what we have done is we have reduced all the process we have done on your behalf. You just have to come to us and buy a piece of land, and the whole process has been done by us already. Next. Now, this is the masterpiece which is being created by renowned architect called Sanjay Puri ji. Okay. So, this is the master layout of my project, which is a boomerang shaped layout. It is going to have 2 clubs inside with 3 pools and 20 plus amenities. We have exclusive only 300 plus plots which are there, out of which, as I said, around 75 to 80% are sold out. So if I summarize the development, it's a 23 acres of development with 2000 square feet plus. So Delhi mein bolte hain gaj samajhte hain. So 222 square yards plus is the minimum size which you can own. Okay. It also has 1.5 lakh square feet space, which is around 3.5 to 4 acres of clubhouse amenities. There are 2 clubs which I talked about, 20 plus amenities, including all the amenities like gym, spa, clubhouses, as well as 5-star specialty restaurant, etc. And basically, we are also working on something called 5-star concierge services. Now, it is easy to own a land and to have a villa constructed there. But what if you guys go there and you want to spend some time there? We are going to help you for every arrangements which is required by you. For example, someone wants to plan an anniversary party in Goa, in your own villa. You just tell us that you are coming with 20 people and we need this kind of arrangements, it will be done for you. If a special guest is coming to us, to your villa, you can just call up that we need a luxury car fleet to be arranged to, have them around in Goa. That will be done for you. If someone wants to spend 5 days with family and they want a special Goan chef or a continental chef, that will be arranged by us. That's the kind of services we are talking about. So you don't have to take any headache on yourself. Just make a villa and let us know, and we'll be happy to help. So this is the actual picture of the location, a drone shot. As you can see, Velsao beach is around at the top and towards the north, which is 10 minutes driving distance. On the left is Birla Temple, which is just stone throw away. When I talk about Birla temples are usually made or they come up where rich and affluent people are in the neighborhood. So this assures you of the good neighborhood in the vicinity. On the right is an airport, we are bang on the highway, National Highway number 566. And on down south, what you see is 500 meters away is the seashore. Next. Now, I would like to hear from you. What comes to your mind when you see this picture? What do you think this could be? Luxury. Anybody else? Right. Okay. So a lot of people had told us that it doesn't look like India as well. Okay. Some people say it looks like a resort in Vegas or Dubai. This is what we are going to create this is one of your clubhouses in my project. Okay. So you'll be owning a piece of land in this kind of a resort clubhouse. This would be there for you whenever if you own a piece of land here. This is the clubhouse which is called Club La Coral. Then we have another clubhouse which is called Club La Pearl. So as I told, there are 2 clubhouses. Now a little deeper look into the Club La Coral. This has cantilevered pool, which is a multi-level pool, which is visible, a 5-star restaurant at the terrace of the clubhouse. This is a drop-off area where your chauffeur will drop you from your car to this area for the entry of the clubhouse. The pool and the lounge area. We are also coming up with something which is called oyster suites, which are basically suites by the pool. So if you own a piece of land, some people doesn't want to wish to make a villa, they want to just keep a land as it is, but they still want to use this property. They can pre-book these suites rooms which are available for you, only landowners, and they can use them. They want to make a villa, they want to have some meetings with the architects and the people who are there, they can use these rooms, pre-book them and keep it there, right? a little detailed look of this pool where you have the dry areas where you can have your single malts with them. You can jump into the pool and stuff. Yeah? So a lot of clients last time when we were selling, they were saying that we want to shift base to Goa. The idea was that, they spend around 80 to 90 days in Goa and they travel all over the world and they spend around 80 to 90 days in Gurgaon or Delhi. So my 80% of the client base is from Delhi NCR, just for your information. So that's the reason we are here. So they were saying that, they want to shift base to Goa, but their kids' educations or these are the reasons why they hesitate. So we are coming up with Goa's first IB board international school next to our project. So there's already an ecosystem which is there. BITS Pilani Goa campus is just around a kilometer away from us, and we are coming with school as well in the vicinity. So it's an entire ecosystem of education would be there for the kids who want to shift base to Goa. As I told you, it has been designed, the entire concept is designed by Mr. Sanjay Puri. He is an international architect with 70 plus international awards. The body of work includes your Mysore Infosys campus, the Ahmedabad ISKCON temple, and your Imami Group Kolkata, and so on. Now I'll just show you a brand video of just to give you a little vibes of Goa.
On the seashore, and you hear the waves going in and out, and you don't stop to think. It's always you. Only you see you have this marvelous capacity to transform yourself. Therefore you keep surprising us. Therefore, you keep on doing it. It's just exactly that opposite condition